The year is 2024, and you got some film that you need to get developed. Maybe it's a disposable camera that you found laying around in the back of your closet, or maybe you're just an active film photographer. They just get into the hobby and you don't develop film yourself. So where do you take that stuff? Well, that's a question that I get perfect timing too, because Nice Film Labs reached out to me and was like, yo, we love your channel. Would you do a video about our lab? I'm like, sure. So I sent them some film. They're not sponsoring this video other than they just developed and scanned some photos for me. So my thoughts are my own and we're going to dive into it. Let's just stop rambling. Let's just get into it.
You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
So you may remember late last year, I said I was gonna do a lot more film, like 35 and 120 content on the channel. And I've done some, but I haven't done a lot. And I've got thoughts on that, which I'll go into maybe later in a different video. But I've been out shooting this stuff. I used the chain link fence to insert the camera to hold it, and because it stays. And I held the bulb mode down for a few seconds. Because the sky came out is pretty cool for the bridge. We'll see. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out when we develop, which I don't know when that's going to be. I just haven't had the chance to get some things developed. So when Nice Film Labs reached out to me, it was perfect timing. They said, hey, send us some film. But the film that I had laying around was 2 rolls of Sprocket Rocket 35mm, and I had 1 roll of 120. This is Portra 400 that was in my TLR camera. The reason I bring that up is because they don't scan everything. More specifically, they don't scan Sprocket Rocket film. They can develop the film and scan it, it just won't have the sprocket holes in your shots. As you can see here, these are some of the shots that I took with this thing, and yeah, no sprocket holes. So you missed some of the photo with it. So they do have the capability of doing panoramic photos, which that's what this camera does. Just keep in mind, if you want to send some film there with the Sprocket Rocket, you're not gonna get the holes. And the holes are the whole point. Fun fact about the Portra film, that's been x-rayed at least 5 times, maybe 6 times. That roll has been around the country. So that stuff has definitely been like x-rayed a bunch of times. And I don't see any issues with it. It looks normal to me. So yeah, it's kind of fun to see this roll of photos when it just ranges in random locations. Like here I am at the Kennedy Space Center, and then here I am at Disney World, and then here I am back in Portland.
Hey, so I wanted to cut in really quick and just kind of talk about the process it is to submit your film, a little bit more about Nice Film Labs. So let's take a quick look here at their website. So Nice Film Labs, they're in Brooklyn, New York, and I think they even work with Brooklyn Film Camera. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though. They offer a wide variety of different types of formats or film types that you can get scanned and developed, but remember, they don't do Sprocket Rocket, the full spread, but they do panoramic, so keep that in mind. If you got disposable cameras, C41, they do ECN2, they offer prints, they offer rush development, which is really cool. I don't see 110 though. I don't think they do 110 film, which most places don't do, actually. There's only a couple places I even know that do it. One of them is local to me, but they don't scan the film, they can just develop it. That's a Blue Moon camera, and I do believe the Darkroom, they offer 110 development. So if you're looking for 110, go check them out. But what I find is really cool is that Nice Labs offers a membership. So if you're somebody that develops a lot of film and scans a lot of film, or is needing to have that done on a more regular basis, they have a membership plan that you can sign up for that will help bring down that cost. And they have a couple different levels. They have the nice membership, the very nice membership, and the super nice membership, and each one has a different price. Let's say you're developing 30 rolls of film in 1 year. They have a calculator here and it'll break it down for you, which is really nice. I guess that's why they call themselves the Nice Film Labs. So the nice membership cost is $200 for the year, and it would cost you that additional $200 to develop those rolls, which is more than half off of what you would have paid just by sending to them directly without a membership. That's actually a really good deal. And with the membership, you also get some other perks, like you get 10 development and scan credits, which is really nice. Plus you get 10% off printing services, packages, unlimited scan storage, which is really nice, free shipping, and discounts on the higher resolution scans, which is really, really cool. Something to keep in mind. I don't see many people offering this type of membership, but if you don't want to do the memberships, the pricing starts at about $14.99 to have your film scanned and developed, which $15 to have a disposable camera developed is actually pretty good, because I think it's like $20 with the darkroom. You could even buy film directly through them, which is really nice. Not a huge selection, but it's nice to see that they do offer that, because if you're going to be getting some prints made and having stuff shipped to you, you could also just pick up a couple rolls of film and it'd be on its way with it. So submitting your film, it's actually pretty simple. You just go up to new order up at the top, and then you can choose your film types: black and white, color, ECN2. Now, what's also kind of neat is they have it broken out by exact film types as well, which is really cool. Then once you click that, it pulls up your options. First one is your turnaround time. Standard 5-day. That's actually super, super quick. I think even darkroom, it's like a week or two. That's really nice. Or you can do rush same day, which is $15. You can choose to have your negative sleeved or cut, uncut. You can have push and pull. You can choose prints, half frames, add pro scans. Then you can add roll notes. So if you have multiple rolls, you just click the plus sign and it pulls up a new option, and you repeat the process. And then you click next. And then it brings you to the mail/drop off. So if you're local, just go and drop it off, or just ship it yourself. Or they can offer you a prepaid label if you don't want to go and ship it yourself, which you just print at home and stick it on and you're good to go. And you click next, which is just the payment options. Pretty seamless, pretty easy, pretty nice. And after you send it off, they will email you with your scans, and you can look at them, make sure to download them. If you're not a member, they last maybe a month, I think, before they get deleted. So make sure you download those pretty quick. But you can view everything on their website. They don't have an app. I would love to see that in the future, because that'd be really cool. But as of right now, it's just on the website, which is fine. You just download your photos and then you're good to go. And that's really the whole process.
But taking a look at their scan qualities, I gotta admit, it's really, really nice. Sharp, high resolution. And now, since they did this for me, I believe that they probably scan things at the highest resolution. I didn't do the film processing, going online and doing the ordering and choosing what level of scan detail I want. I usually have to pay a little extra for the high resolutions. So keep that in mind. Man, if you haven't been to Kennedy Space Center, what are you doing? Go check it out. I did a video on this last year, so if you want to check it out, you can actually, in that video, you can see me taking a picture of the booster, of the rocket. So if you want to see it full circle, go check out that video. But I've wanted to go there ever since I was a little kid, and I finally got to go, and it was so much fun. I went for my birthday. I just got on a plane by myself and flew to Florida. I went to Disney World, went to Kennedy Space Center. I drove down to Miami. It was a fun trip. Just did it solo. But I digress. Now, moving back over to the Sprocket rocket, my man, Sweet Lou Photography, came in, as the young kids would say, clutch. And he scanned my Sprocket rocket film. So these scans right here, you're seeing are rescanned by Sweet Lou Photography. You should know him. OG YouTuber, all around a sweet guy. So thank you so much, Lou. I really, really appreciate you. If you guys don't know who Sweet Lou Photography is, I think you've been living under a rock. But if you haven't checked out his channel, I'll leave a link down below. Go check him out. And stay tuned. There's a special video coming soon when I was in New York at Policon. Met up with Lou there, and we shot on his Mamiya something camera with the lens from Interstellar.
I don't know if these shots are going to even be coming out. I'm guessing a little bit. Hopefully.
So stay tuned for that. I really can't wait for that video. It's going to be really fun. Viewing Sprocket rocket film, this is how you do it. On your phone. Oh my gosh. It's like the perfect size. It looks amazing on the phone. Especially of this one here of the Golden Gate Bridge when I was in San Francisco for Policon this year, actually. Without the sprocket holes, it looks fine. Some of the photos, though, I did notice got cut off because some of the in detail was actually over the sprocket holes. So that little extra definitely does come in handy. Still, it's a great panoramic shot of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's really nice. It's a fun camera. I actually really like it. I'd shoot this all the time, like every day.
Really hard to tell if it's straight.
But I did it. Finding labs to be able to do it is actually very difficult unless you develop yourself, which I don't. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I wanted to do it, but I don't know if I want to invest. in everything that I would need, because it's expensive. Just the scanner alone is like $500 that you would need, a flatbed scanner, especially if you wanted to do Sprocket rocket film. I love shooting it. I love the process of it. But again, I'll get into this maybe more in the future. Did it. I'm so sprockety. It's a sprocket in my pocket. Or I'm just happy to see you. At least I want to give you an update on this, because I did shoot a video on this earlier this year, like I think more towards the beginning of the year, maybe February, March, somewhere in there, on this camera, and I do like it. It's fun. Oh, also you may have noticed this little film roll here. What type of film is this? It's a light itself. It's a light that is designed to look like a 35mm film canister. It's so cool. It even comes in a like fake film box. It's great. And this thing's only $10. If you want to get one, there's a link in the description. A cold shoe mount. It's held on by a magnet. There's an RGB version of this too, so I need to track that down. I'll leave a link down below. I'll get one of them too. But this showed up in the P.O. box. I'm not paid or anything like, but this was just in the P.O. box from this company, and it's so cool. I'll definitely be sending more film over to Nice Film Labs. Probably not Sprocket rocket film. I have some more 35 that's need to finish the rolls. I got a couple of them. I'm very notorious for that. And I have some more 120 film I need to shoot, so I'll be sending those over there. Are you going to use Nice Film Labs, or who do you use? Let me know in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art, and get some film developed.